It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
It'll be a draw.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around, he's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
That's caught. It's Reed. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Reed. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. goes down at the 34. Pitt right back to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Back to pass. Fires on the move. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open.
The Sneak scores it.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. May take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Gashing the D on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little extra time. Finds his man, it's Williams. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Pitt pushing the pace. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Into the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Fires into the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
The give from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs to... Oh, the ball's out on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Maybe another step, another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Yeah, right back to the line. Gives it on the option. Creates a little space. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. The give on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
But the big fella, and the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Red 18! Red 18!
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around. And then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the 2nd.
He's loose down the left side. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Spits it out to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. Got a man. It's Johnson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Give to the running back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Reed.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incomplete, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open.
He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over, and you got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away. He could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that one.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He caught it! Touchdown, Pitt! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. They'll run it to keep the clock moving, and he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They go to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting.
Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Makes the grab. It's Reed. And that is how we will wrap this one up. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my